Hey, what's up? I'm Al Cox. I play games, make games, and everything in between. We're at devlog number 5. Okay, so the goal here is to just like quickly make a game, and I just released a time lapse in which I was working on the game, and instead of trying to make it closer to finishing and pushing out, I actually added some more stuff to make it more complicated because apparently why do it the easy way when you can do it the more difficult, fun way? So let me show you what I did yesterday. And essentially I'm kind of maybe making levels. So the first level I think you've seen before. So this is just your basic move it back and forth. Still hating that white intro or the ball being white. But yeah, the goal here, I'm thinking like if you get a score of not 10, but let's say 50, okay, like something that's not easy, then I can create a portal that launches you and or a checkpoint, which is probably a good way for me to figure out portals and checkpoints that take you level number 2. So this is essentially kind of the same thing, but look at this. So this is more, and honestly, I don't even like this that much. I just wanted to give, that's not even, that wasn't even close. I just wanted to give, oh, I gotta get rid of that. I mean, it looks cool though. I wanted to give level number 2 blocks. It just kind of makes sense in numbers. And then, of course, you break one of these and you get a higher score. Also, you'll notice that the only block that explodes is the one that the character touches, whereas in before, originally here, this is level 1 connected. I call it connected because all the blocks are connected to, what are we, yellow? And so they all blow up. Looks like I even have that set to just be. So here we got rid of the connection, and let me show you this. This is what looks cool, and this is what I'm excited to build out, even though I was just trying to go for a basic game. See, this is like the struggle of I want something cool, and then I want something even a little bit cooler, so check this out. Like, look at that. I don't know why it turns white there. I gotta look into that. So this just gives you almost like a pattern that you have to figure out, and then again, everything moves faster. Now, as you notice, this is going to make it a high-scoring game. Not my preferred method, but whatever, let's do it. See, and then you just have to not die. So I'm actually kind of liking the way this looks, and I don't know how far I can go with it, and I'll probably try to go as far as I can. And again, over time, fuck. And also, I have been trying to make my game a little bit more difficult. You know, I think a lot of the great, see, like, why did I get a point? A lot of great games out there are very difficult, and the consensus is if you make a game, you're automatically an expert at that game. So, let me make a game that I'm an expert in that's actually kind of difficult so that if you're not an expert, it's kind of difficult. It's more difficult. So that's this thought process right there. Oh, and did I get a chance to build out level 4? No, but I'm in the process. So going back to level 3, it's kind of the same setup as I had before. I did make the screen here go up. This is level 1, level 2, and level 3. Go ahead and make sure that's the right to set it out. I feel that this open space is good. Oh shit, this keeps happening. So I feel that this space is good because it allows a break or time to figure out what your character is and then try to, not die. Yeah, no shit, you can't connect. Try again. Just another day in Buildbox. This kind of stuff always gets annoying, especially when I'm just trying to like make it. I think some of these levels, I noticed one of the red ones had me getting a point before anything even happened. Stuff like that. I think it's important to try to find and get rid of as soon as possible, because any little bugs that you kind of just let go, I worry about it coming back. And right now, and a good way to do that is to just test everyone individually and make sure it works. So I'm going to do that right now and probably speed up the time on this. Again, this is monotonous. My assumption in making games is everything I'm going to do is going to be the longer, harder way to do it. If I don't know any better, I better get busy. Let's do it. And observe it. That you're right. Down. All the up. Okay, so I noticed that when the blue exploded, it didn't feel the same as when everything else exploded. So why is that? I don't know. So I'm going in and I'm taking a look. So when I select everything, here you see 25, 25, 300, 300. Okay? Yellow was good. Yellow was the one I started out with. One blue block is the kind of like one life block that can die by the character. Oh, and now that was... I swear a second ago that wasn't like that. Yeah, honestly, this is just like a process that I'm making sure that all my T's and I's are crossed. And here we go, here we go. See this? This is different. Is this a yellow one? Oh, but these are the bad guys, which no longer being used to explode, but still, let's go ahead and change that. I like consistency, and I'm gonna go ahead and promote consistency within my game. Like, that shouldn't be like that. Whenever you see something that's not filled in, it means one of them is different. So like here, check it. Highlight the whole thing. But if I go in here and let's say I change this to 150, now you select everything and this is incomplete because one of them is not the same. Do that and then you're good to go. Okay, let's get back at it. You know what, let me just go ahead and jump to the red, because I swear there's one red one that's not doing what I wanted to do. Here, this one. Okay, easy, look at that. So suddenly I have a point, but why? Like, I didn't do anything. I'm not here to give away free points. This is bollocks, ball blocks, whatever the name is. You don't get a free point just for showing up. And the points are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So where is that point coming from? Let's go ahead and put on debug mode, start the game. Okay, so there's no point now. Oh wait, shit, I forgot this. So this changes it to red. Oh, it moves with it? That's interesting. Oh shit, but why is there a point? Maybe it's in this action here. Red action. Let's go ahead and take a look at some red action. Maybe I accidentally have a point. Oh, here we go, right there. Look at this. Boom. All of the red actions had a point that it was given away. So that's great. I actually think I fixed this yesterday, but and just to go back like into this. So this is the action, it's invisible, and you get it, and it's interesting because the action goes around the whole character, and I guess I was not aware that that's how it worked. So let me go ahead and I kind of just want to explore. This is what I do a lot in Buildbox. Is if I don't understand something, I just go in. Oh, you see something exploded like nobody's business right there when I died? Let's just see what happens here. It was the blue. Did it even get bigger maybe? These are regular size. I really just like how the character dies, so maybe we can spend, I don't know, 1 hour on that. Okay, you know what? First, I actually don't like how the character is white in the beginning, and I want to move this here. Can I do this? What does this do? Okay, I'm hoping that maybe this automatically makes it go into a new level. Oh, no, that's just... Okay, so that did nothing. Here. That kind of did something. like it. And also, yeah, right there, right there. So what was that? Yellow. There was a yellow one, and everything turned. The character turned white. It was this one. Select it, and let's jump into it. Maybe put this on. So the character turned white, which is his original color, but why? Why? That is the question right before. So it still has the properties to, well, it's not that it has the properties, it's that here the yellow blocks can be defeated by the character, but we want the character to be yellow so that it kind of, got that color switch kind of idea that that's what should be happening. So let's take a look at the yellow action. Duration is for 4. All of these have durations for 4, but none of the other ones have an issue when it comes to making sure everything stays the way it's supposed to. Okay. Ooh, I think I'm going to add an invincibility. And then maybe when I add an invincibility, I can add more points to the enemies. Anyways, getting lost. Let's get back to being focused. Let me see if this yellow does the same thing. So right before it's going to turn white. Yeah. And I noticed that when the enemy objects die, like this is kind of silly, but I think I'm gonna see. I kind of actually want to go back and change these all back to what it was, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's see the blue. Does it happen with the blue too? See, that's the thing, is does it happen with just one or all of them? Yeah, okay, so it looks like it happens to all of them. So I'm going to say it has to deal with the duration. I'm just going to go ahead and move it to 10 so that there's no issues. And the way it works is if you get a new action, then it kind of supposes itself over the old action. That makes me wonder about invincibility, but I guess we can find out. So this should work. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Okay. So where were we? Level 4. I'm curious. I don't know, and I do believe that when you make a change to the objects in one world, it follows it to the other world. But let's check to make sure that these are at 300. Yeah, so make sure all of them are at 300. Yep. Okay, so that does work. Where were we? Okay, so here, 1231. So basically, I am just going in, and you know what? 1231. I should copy and paste this, and then I just essentially change all the sizes accordingly. And maybe I'll just have up to 4 levels. The problem is I could do this forever, and maybe that's okay. Maybe I make the game really fucking difficult, and then if you want to get to the next level, you gotta get there. Or not. This is all part of the process. Again, gotta realize my end goal. My end goal is to just get a game out there, and while this is fun and cool and definitely want to do it, it's slowing me down. You know what? Let me take a pause for a moment and try to do something with the background, because I want more in the background, yo. I just want more, and each world will benefit from a cooler background. So let's take a look at some graphics that I've made in the past, and maybe can influence me. I really like these shapes. Stars are cool. Throwing some stars, some white stars, some white pastel. Cubes are cool, some white cubes. Maybe white stars shooting across. What I think I had some ideas of like rain droplets somewhere. Yeah, what was it? It was like rain droplets. Let's go to level 1 here. I'm almost tempted to like make the UI. So a good game example I think is Fruit Challenge Ninja. From their game menu, they take you to another menu. So like the weapon of your choice. But in my mind, I can use kind of like a level, but in a cool way that like you work your way up to level 1, level 2, level 3. And I'm even thinking like when you play the game, level 1, like you don't even know that there's a level 2. This is just a, where did I come up with that? Here? Yeah, okay, so let's take this to 3666. Sometimes I don't know if even odd numbers are better, but whatever, 3666. Take that, move it to every other level now. Again, what this does is jumps the character into the game, and once you're into the game, you already get an action, and your character is now a different color, and you're playing by the color rules of that scene. And yep, level 1, and then save it. Always save it. You don't save it all the time, then you will regret it and lose hours of work and try not to do it again. I'm almost tempted to like have a little dev log of how many hours I've lost because saving didn't save on a weekly basis, monthly basis. Anyways, I kind of just try to move forward, and now look at this. Characters of color. Oh, I need to, what was that? Do you see that? I think I was fucking around with some Anyways, I saw something. I'll take a look at it when I watch this video. Oh, right there, right there. Yellow 2, red 2. Like how I name them. Okay, so this is essentially the red action. Appearance 100%. Oh, here, I had the auto hide. So it's just already hide, or I think that's right. Let me, when I'm not sure, I go ahead and I make a look. I check the other ones. Okay, so cool. So, get back to the background. We want a cool background. What's a cool background? I don't know. Raindrops? Is that what I was thinking earlier? Luckily, I get to define what it means. I am the game creator. Okay, so let's add some particles here. I think I made something. I'm always trying to figure out the best way. Ooh, hey, look at these. So I do have white pastel. What if I made the characters like a circle like this? Because everybody sees a ball. Let's get back to focusing. Background. I want the background to be cooler. I was at a crypto meeting. I do a little bit of crypto. And this guy is talking about tokens and investment, and I'm not about that. But dude was like, I don't know how to make things cool. I just look at the most logical approach. And I thought that was hilarious because my thought is always, I know how to make things cool. And the way you make things cool, honestly, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is you don't give a fuck about whatever, and you just do what you follow your gut, or you just follow where you want to go. And you don't care whatever people say, but you also listen and you pay attention, and if it's not working, then you kind of like go a different path. I don't know, man. It's essentially, you just figure it out and you kind of embrace it and you just go with it, and c'est la vie. I wish I knew c'est la vie in other languages. Where is it? Right, so here are the balls. So if I can I want to put the balls in. I swore, oh, here we go, all balls. You know what, let's go ahead. Any of these in Illustrator doc? Well, fuck it, let's try this one and see what we can do. Let's go ahead and angle 0 to 360. Go ahead and angle the direction to negative. I wonder if we could do just 0 to 362. I kind of want to see what it looks like going everywhere. Speed, let's make it 200. Now, I think it's important when messing within Particle Editor to know that it can look totally different in the game. Like this, let's say I think this looks amazing. In the game, this could look different because of world settings and other settings that are not factored into this particle editor. Essentially, when you have something, always test it in particle. Okay, so what did we do? We increase the speed, so it's like cray. Change the end size. Yeah, no, so I honestly don't even know what this is gonna look like, and it exists right here. Put it in. Yeah, so that does not look cool. And step 1 of figuring out if something is cool, take a look at it. And if you thought that's not cool, then keep moving on. It's not bad. What do I want? I wanted something like a raindrop, I think. Gravity. Yeah, X, Y, X. Let's do 90. I want negative 90. I want it to go down. I think that's negative. Oh, but I have, what is it? The angle at 0 to 360. So let's go ahead and make this 0 for now. So 90 is to the right, negative 90. What did I have there, 360? But why is it going to the right? I'm gonna go ahead and take the speed down substantially. The interesting thing about speed is that the game is set up so it should slowly increase speed. This we gotta do a little differently. And I also, you always see size start big and small, but what happens in the other, ooh. This is kind of cool. It'd be cool if you could do like start, middle, end. That would be extra cool. So this looks good, like if it was shooting out. So you know what? Let me go ahead and do that right now. Close this. I believe the character has particles, right? Character's got particles coming out of it. See, look how that looks. But where is the particle? Maybe it's here. Okay, we are on a mission of exploration. Oh, right here, probably here. Nope. This is called misplacing stuff. I misplaced all the particles for the character. And I only put that in there just so it wasn't just like a ball by itself. And now I want this, but not as fast. Oh man, that's cool. Okay, start menu. I'm gonna move this 3666. I'll move this up just to see if he's got particles in the beginning. So no particles until hitting the act. Good to know, right? 366. I'm gonna go ahead and go to one of these actions and save it. Oh, I bet it's right there in the action animation. It wasn't lost. It just took me a minute to find. Okay, yeah, okay, and we're back. Got lost in social media for a second. Here we go, here we go. Let's get into this particle and let's flip this script. Okay, so 0 and ended at 45. Ooh, and a higher speed, 90. Yeah. See, the blue is up front here. Oh, shit. I gotta select all of them. Okay, what was it? 45. No. 1. 45. Jeez. Oh, and then speed of 90. Oh, what? That looks. What the fuck is. Oh, damn it, what did I do? That looked cool. Did you see that? It looked like pixel fairy dust almost. Like. I wasn't even looking. Angle, negative 90. Let's make it a 15-degree variant. There we go. I don't think that 15-degree variants did it. I just think the other ones were like really big. All right, we'll fuck with that later. Actually, let me go ahead and move it to 15 right now. Relative. I kind of want 3, 5. Let's do 5. 10. Again, we don't know how this is going to look until it's in it. What is this? Blue? Yellow. Okay, so we've changed the yellow. Let's go ahead and just focus on the yellow so we can see how it looks. Oh, wait. I got all these particles everywhere. That is kind of cool, I think. Let me go ahead and unlock these. These are all in the start scene, so honestly, it's really annoying. You don't even notice it because it's going so fast and we're stuck here. And our goal is to make the background cooler. Okay, so I think a couple things need to happen. These are all, where was it in the action? Yeah, action. Okay, particles, edit. Again, 4 particles here. I think a couple things need to happen. I think the speed needs to increase. Okay, so the trouble with the speed increase is almost a mixed bag because the scenes will increase over time. I don't know if that's going to make it look weird, and I don't want it to. Grouped, I don't like grouped, and relative should be okay. Now it's going to go through all of these, and then it's going to focus on this, and I don't want that. I wish I knew how that worked. Yeah, see, this is fine. Definitely smaller, so we'll have to. It's smaller probably because of the speed. That's my thought. I'm going to go in and adjust the speed, see if that makes it. Speed, yeah, so let's go speed. What was that, 90? Let's go ahead and put it back to 90. Close, go. Why is it stuck here? Like, yellow 4. Oh, maybe because it's not at random? No, it's at random. Oh, you know what I did notice though is that when the speed increases, so does the effect on the particle. So I could probably go here, go into the particle, select all of it, have a speed 50, speed variance of 5. Also, I kind of want to make it bigger, 15. Oop, whoop, whoop. And angled 15, I think is, and it makes me wonder if I need this many particles. So let's go ahead and make this 100. Emission rate, I think 50 is okay. Save it. I don't know if I've saved it recently. Always good to save. And let's take a look. Okay, so it stops shooting out because of the total particles. So I might, but then once the speed increases, you only see certain particles. I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to slow down the speed increase because it's making it difficult. It's making it difficult for me to just see the game. Go here, and then also, what changes did I make? Jeez, I just made the change and I don't even remember. Ah, total particle. That was it. I saw Zach do something where he added another particle, which I think would work, but in this case, I'm just gonna do 150. Cool. So that's the change I made to the character. I was going for the background, and maybe in the next devlog, I'll be able to actually fuck around with the background. So until then, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.